Hey everyone, I'm here with the Cursed Crusade. Never heard of it? There's a reason. This game is poorly structured, repetitive, and the execution is just plain terrible. There is little to no enjoyment in the game, and it is definitely not one that I would advise you to spend your money or time on. So without further ado, let's get down to it. For starters, as you can see, the visuals are mediocre, the environments are bland, the character models are stiff and unnatural, and trust me when I tell you that there's very little variation to the places you go. The only change comes from Curse mode, which we'll get to later. This bathes everything in orange light and surrounds you in a harmless and terribly animated flames. The gameplay isn't much better. Mindless button mashing covers about 90% of the game, and 10% made up of pointless, ridiculously easy puzzles that are nearing the level of patronising. Even Curse mode doesn't change things up at all. Remember what I said about the terrible flame effects? That's about as much variation as Curse mode offers. You gain a few powers to use solving the so-called puzzles, but this is mainly just using certain powers to blow up glowing objects. You also supposedly become stronger, but that doesn't seem apparent as there's no challenge in the game to begin with. Which brings me to my next point. Even on the hardest difficulty, the brain-dead AI offers little resistance to your swings. The hardest thing about the game is making it all the way to the end of a level without getting bored and switching off your console in disgust. The game offers a few minor elements that are fun to play around with though. As you use weapons, they lose durability and eventually break. You have to scavenge the weapons of fallen enemies and you can carry an assortment at any time. The playstyles for each weapon are slightly different, but the game still felt repetitive and dull. There is also an upgrade system that works by giving you points at the end of each level, based on your performance. You can use these points to upgrade various traits, none of which seem to make much of a difference. When all is said and done, the Cursed Crusade is more likely to curse you with boredom, rather than enthrall you in the dark, brutal fantasy adventure that it clearly aspires to be. This is a title best left on the shelf and is not worth the effort it requires to play. For more information and a more detailed, in-depth opinion, check out the written review.